For years, Kang the Conqueror has been one of the most highly anticipated villains in the Marvel Universe, and with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania quickly approaching, the ever-looming threat of Kang is growing more and more pressing by the day. While many fans will have to wait to see the fullest extent of what Kang is capable of, one leak confirms that Kang is one of the most dire threats that the current Avengers, or all of the Marvel Universe, has ever faced. So, stick with us today, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse, and let's dive into the leak from Daniel RPK regarding the end of the Kang Dynasty, and assess what this might mean for Avengers Secret Wars and moving forward. Potential spoilers will lie ahead, so if you do not want to be spoiled, please click off now. The latest leak from the end of Avengers the Kang Dynasty is the same version of Kang that is slated to be introduced in Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, will expand his reach beyond the Avengers and beyond what they are able to handle. He alleges that this Kang will take over several timelines and will grow beyond the scope of the Avengers' capabilities, and given his reputation as a consistently reliable leaker, we see no reason why this is untrue. He alleges that this is the same Kang from Ant-Man and that he will continue his dynasty and will eventually win Avengers 5. Perhaps the most important thing to note here is the detail that this appears to be the same version of Kang that Scott and his team are going to face in February when Quantumania releases, which gives us some insight into not only the upcoming Avengers projects, but Quantumania as well. Primarily, if this is true, then it would mean that Kang is not only destined to survive this encounter, but that he thrives, and he might be using the resources of Krylar's Quantum City to defeat the Avengers and create his conquest. We know that this civilization has its own variety of incredibly advanced technological capabilities, and we see their array of ships and forces in the Quantumania trailer, as it appears as if they are priming for war. If Kang is able to assume control and take over the city and its resources, then these forces might serve as a stepping stone for the rest of his multiversal conquest. The claim also alleges that he will have taken over several different timelines and not just one in particular, and given what we know about the Ant-Man franchise and the science of time travel by MCU standards, he may be using the quantum realm in order to conquer said timelines. We've covered in this in the past about how the quantum realm seems to be a preeminent method for time travel as well as multiversal exploration, so existing at this nexus and at the center of time could help Kang to travel much more effectively than his other variants, making this Kang the most dangerous, potentially even stonewalling several other versions by blocking off their access to his domain. Right now, we are left to wonder what makes this version of Kang so much stronger than his counterparts, and given how little we know as of now of him, we are left to largely speculate. If Kang is able to choke the travel capabilities of his malicious variants, however, then this might be what leads him to becoming the most powerful variant of Kang that the MCU has to offer, though this remains to be seen. This would allow him to effectively starve his competitors of their access to multiversal technology and gadgetry, while giving him nearly exclusive access to this corner of the multiverse, which might allow him to advance at a much faster rate than his counterparts. Though again, this is speculative as of now. The second part of this theory seems to showcase an integral plotline from Secret Wars, as Daniel RPK claims that Secret Wars will see the Avengers crossing over into neighboring timelines and going there in order to recruit assistance in their conquests to stop Kang. This means that the Avengers of Earth 616 as a combined fighting force are unable to contend with this version of Kang, or Warrior Kang as he is known, if this claim is to be believed. If the plot of Secret Wars revolves around the Avengers traversing the multiverse in search of aid, then it could seem to indicate that some of these universes may have already been established, and we might be revisiting old franchises that have long since been lying dormant. The recent announcement of Deadpool 3 confirmed that Hugh Jackman is indeed returning to the role of Wolverine, and further leaks by Daniel RPK claim that the likes of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in talks to join the cast of the 6th Avengers film, indicating that all three of them might return to their respective roles. If this is true, and the Avengers are traveling outside of their own home reality, then we might be revisiting the Fox X-Men timeline, or one of the aforementioned Spider-Man universes as the Avengers track down allies. We know that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire stories have continued past the conclusion of their respective franchises, as No Way Home gave us insight into what their lives have been like since we last saw them. It also proves that the actors are prepared to return under the right circumstances, and their stories may not be done as of yet. If the Avengers are looking for allies, then Tom Holland's iteration of Spider-Man could very well approach the two variants who assisted him already and pull them into the fray, while the likes of Doctor Strange, Loki, and the rest of the Avengers venture into other timelines, looking for or aid from the Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, other Avengers variants, and whoever else may be available. If this is true, then it would set the stage for one of the most ambitious crossovers in the history of all of film, topping Endgame by pulling Marvel icons from across the multiverse in one comprehensive film, which would be the largest film crossover to date. There is theoretically no limit to which timelines we might see, from the original Fox X-Men and Fantastic Four timelines to the Blade franchise starring Wesley Snipes, among far more that Marvel now has access to thanks to the Disney-Fox merger. We could see Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, Ben Affleck's Daredevil. We could see that the Fox X-Men timeline has been conquered by Kang. The possibilities are nearly limitless. What is important though, is that the Kang Dynasty will revolve around this warrior Kang from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, conquering other universes, as well as conquering definitively Earth 616, to the point where the Avengers that remain are forced to seek out other timelines to stop Kang. But anyway, my friends, what do you think of this leak? Do you think this version of Kang will be the most dangerous variant in Phase 5 and Phase 6? And if not, will there be another Kang past Kang Dynasty to top this one? Or will Kang call upon his other variants to stop the Avengers? Which heroes from the Marvel multiverse would you like to see join the Avengers in Secret Wars? And how do you think they'll get involved into the fight? As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching and continuing to support the channel. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and I hope that you have a great day.